feels like there's a hair on me. Does anyone know when that happens? Oh, there it goes. I'm a very sensitive person. So, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you know, the last video, there's more hair. It's from my dog. She doesn't shed usually, so it's bizarre. Anyways, so as you know, per our last video, we spoke about MASKNE. I still have hair. It's lint from the mask. Well, so as you know, per my last video, I spoke about MASKNE, and I told you guys about a secret spray that I had that I made that I would spray my mask with in between car rides if I was gonna have to be reusing the same thing. So this is the recipe for that. And also this is a great hand sanitizer. This is really great to just put in your purse. If you know me, you know that I'm always traveling with this. And I'm also traveling with this. This is a hydrogen peroxide spray that I make for myself, which helps kill any bacteria. I spray it on my nose area and mouth in between as well, but that's another video and another recipe. Before I begin, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button below, comment, like, and share with someone who might benefit from hearing this information. And of course, you know what I'm gonna ask you next. Comment below if you like this, if you know any other recipes. I'm using what I have, so let's get started. Also, do not forget to download the Beauty Circle. It is super important and it is free for a limited time. I have it on my website, but there is a link below. So if you are interested in learning more about that, please reach out to me, email me, DM me, send me a message, comment below, and I hope you enjoy that tool. Let me know how it goes. Please tag me with it. I would love to see your progress and how you feel. There's so much lint. Anyways, like so much lint. Okay, well, let's get back to the video. So for making the alcohol, not making alcohol, but making the hand sanitizer, I want to talk about a couple of things. I do not use alcohol only because I have not been able to find it since this started. I usually go to Costco and buy my alcohol there, and I just buy the 70% isopropyl alcohol, which I use. Sometimes they have 90%, which is very rare, but I use that as well. I used to order it as well for my business, but it's been very hard to find. So not to fear, go down to your liquor store and get yourself some of this guy. They usually have the one that is 150 proof. This one is 90, if you could see, because you know that I like to be a little extra. This is also what they had. So you can do the 100 proof or higher because it needs to be 75% or higher in ethyl alcohol, which is the kind of alcohol that you need to kill bacteria. And as per the CDC guidelines, it needs to be 60% or higher to actually do anything. So just be aware of that. You cannot just use any regular alcohol. It needs to be 151 proof or higher. This is 90, and it has to be, which means 75% or higher alcohol by volume. This happens to be 95% alcohol by volume. So this is gonna get the job done and then some. So I use this alcohol. I use aloe because I want to keep the hands a little moisturized, and usually I'm spraying my face or spraying the masks. So I want to make sure that it's not going to be too abrasive, but you can use glycerin. You can use vegetable glycerin. So like I was saying, I use this alcohol, which is ethanol alcohol. It's the one that I have is 190 proof, which equals to 95% alcohol by volume. You can find this in your local liquor store. Also, you can use glycerin, you can use vegetable glycerin, you can use aloe, something that will make this a little bit less harsh on your something that will make this a little bit less harsh on your hands if you're going to use it for sanitizing purposes on your hands, which I do. I spray this everywhere. I don't know, there's a little bit left in there, but you can see it's an amazing mister. I love this one. I will link this below in my Amazon link. Also, I like to add a little bit of essential oil, and for like bacteria, for cold and flu season, I usually use Young Living essential oils. I love the oil thieves, but they have been a little bit out of stock of that one because everyone in the holistic world has been buying it. I also love Clove for that. Clove is, they haven't been out of stock of this one, but I love this one a lot because it smells like cinnamon. I just feel like when I smell it, I feel like it's getting the job done. It could be menthol, but I really love Clove. It has amazing properties for bacteria, disinfecting things. It's just really an amazing underused product. I also put this in my coffee enema batch, so I love Clove. As well as Tangerine. Sometimes I alternate with Tangerine because I'm not sure if you know or not, but Tangerine essential oil is great for mood elevation. It makes you happy. It helps you just feeling good. It's just like a fresh smell. So when you're spraying it everywhere and you're going out there, it's just really nice to have that scent. Kind of makes you happy and puts you in a good mood, and it makes you very alert. And it has this really good immune response with your body. So I love the Tangerine as well. And this is also really great to put in your coffee because it stimulates glutathione production, which we know helps with the production of ATP, which is the power house of the cell, which is great for anti-aging and so many things. But this is not a coffee enema video. So, but I like to have products that I can use for multiple things. So this is them. And then I have this little flask to measure. I bought this in a store called Amazing Savings. And if you know me, I love the store. So I love this because it has ounces, teaspoons, tablespoons, and milliliters. So I need this because it's just great. I don't like to have so many things. I have so many gadgets already. And to have one that does so many, great. And then we're gonna have this to just funnel in the alcohol. So getting back to it, this is what you're gonna need to make this spray that I carry around with me. And again, this is pretty simple. I have aloe juice because I do not have any more vegetable glycerin or glycerin in general. You don't need this, but it is always great to put this in there because it just makes it a little softer for your hands, for the pH, just for the softness, because this will, all the alcohol products are very drying. So anyways, let's get to the video and I will show you how to make it. So just so you know, when you are measuring this, I'm gonna get my pipette also, which I have, because it's easier to do the aloe juice or the glycerin with a pipette because it's so small. You're gonna use 1 to 2 milliliters and it's like super tiny to measure. The smallest measuring on this for milliliters is 15, which is way too much for this little container. So the measurements are gonna be 50 milliliters of the alcohol right here. And then we're gonna do 1 to 2 milliliters of the glycerin or the aloe juice or the glycerin. Well, the aloe vera gel juice, whatever you want to call it. And that is because you want to use 70% alcohol and 30% of whatever the other agent is to just make it smooth and nice. And then you want to add 1 to 2 drops of your essential oil. So I hope that's pretty straightforward and clear. And again, we're going to use 50 milliliters of the alcohol. So we are going to make this. I don't know how to do this, but it's a brand new bottle. It's a brand new bottle. So we are going to do 50 mLs. I just want to show you. 50 mLs. Can you see it? ml. and 1 to 2 mLs of the aloe. So let's see, 3, this is exactly on 2. Perfect. It goes up to 3. So this is the star of the show. We don't want to block her. I'm gonna say it's a her because why not? And we are gonna do, I think I want to do to actually, I was gonna do clove, but I want to do tangerine, and I'm opening a new one, but I have so many of them, so I just want to show you. Can you see? 1, 2. Whoops, it's so potent. Look at that. It's breaking down. It's so beautiful. Okay. I realized that I didn't turn my light on, so it looks that would have been better, but your girl is not a pro. And here you have it. I mean, it's usually clear because sometimes I use peppermint also. So it's usually clear, but this one, because I used tangerine, it became a little, you know, like a yellow tint, which is totally fine. So once I go outside, and obviously read the instructions in your masks, if you're getting a disposable one or if you're doing a reusable one. But for the disposable ones, some of them have the blue and the white, and so this one in particular, from the instructions on my box, says that if you are not contagious, you want to have the blue inside so that you can protect yourself from getting the germs. And if you are contagious, you want to wear the blue on the outside so that you don't spread the germs, because this is the blocking, this is what blocks stuff in. So if you're not sick, you wear the blue inside so that you block and you only get your air. But I'm not going to give you that lesson. So if I'm going to have to reuse it and get back in the car, like I mentioned, or whatever it is, for, again, this is not like in a day, 24-hour day, this is like 2 to 3 hour use. I get in the car, you know, I remove my mask, I remove it with my hands away, and then I, see that? I spray, and I can hang it on the rear view mirror, or I can put it on the dashboard facing up so that it's getting some sunlight and it starts working. And again, I just touch it like this because I don't want to get more germs on myself. And then once I put that down, I immediately take the spray and I spray my hands. It smells so good. I do that. Sometimes that's why the orange, because it's like my scent. Not. But it's really cool. So you have that. And I also spray the steering wheel. I spray everything with this spray. So it's really cool that you can make it at home. And as you can tell, there's still a lot of alcohol in here. So you get a lot of uses out of this. And this as well, you get a lot of uses. So I want to say this bottle was $25. This aloe was $12 maybe. And it's totally worth it, because let's say for 25 plus to 12, I would have to buy, like if I bought one of these in a pharmacy, like they have the little, I have one somewhere, I'll put it in my next video, but they sell these for like $6.99, and it's actually less fluid than this. So less fluid, less sanitizing solution. So you're actually saving money when you do this, and you know exactly, well, thank you police for stopping by. I'm glad you're doing your job. So actually it is less money when you make it yourself and you know what ingredients are inside. I keep on saying ingredients. It's not a word that I know of, but there's so many, so it just makes sense for me to say, but ingredients. So if you do this, you know exactly what you're putting in here. If you have some sort of dietary restriction, obviously if you want to use like vegetable glycerin or regular glycerin or kosher glycerin, you have control of what you're putting on your body, which is really cool because it is a non-toxic. As we know, the CDC just put out some things about toxic hand sanitizers. So I think this is the perfect opportunity to get to your alcohol or liquor store, which you will never hear me saying this other than this, and picking up your bottle of 190 proof vodka to make your own alcohol. And it's just really, really cool to always have this in your home just in case, because you never know. And again, you have control. You can put any essential oils. I happen to love Young Living because they are not only therapeutic grade, but they're also food grade, so you can also ingest this. Obviously I would read the instructions and know how to use them. Don't just like start drinking this out of nowhere, but because it's very strong and it has to be diluted. These are all concentrated. So again, I hope this was really helpful. If you found this interesting, if you know anyone who would love to make their own non-toxic hand sanitizer for under 35 bucks, I would say this is it. And not only that, but you'll get so many uses out of this, and you know exactly what's going in there. Also, you can reuse this bottle. You can take the label off and you can make a really nice juice and pour it in here and give it to a friend, a tea or something, so it's very reusable. These as well, they last a really long time. One drop goes a really long way. This is also a reusable bottle, and this I've had for a long time, so I don't know what I would reuse it for, but I usually try to reuse all my containers. So it's pretty good for the environment. It's good for your hands. You know what's going in there. You have high quality ingredients. And yeah, I mean, it shouldn't be harder than that. I hope you liked it, and you know what to do. Share, comment, and like. I will see you guys next time. Bye.